Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome to the 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil qualifying runs, and today we're going to be doing a run with the British Virgin Islands. This one has been, well, technically this one has been requested quite a lot. Seth in the comments keeps asking me to do British Virgin Islands or the US Virgin Islands either on 2010 or 2014. I decided that my next 2014 run will be British Virgin Islands. I have done both of them in one run before, as in like together, like quite a few times on the channel, even on a live stream, but I really wanted in these qualifying runs to do them separately so we can focus on them a bit more. So today we're going to be doing the British Virgin Islands first, and let's get straight into it. So we're going to be doing a custom qualifying run with them today, and while these are the preliminary qualifying round, we will shuffle it because it shuffles the whole world and it makes it completely random, which is what I like to play on this game. Random qualifying runs are so much fun for me. I don't know about you guys, you know, some people prefer it realistic, some people don't. You know, it's just a matter of taste at the end of the day, isn't it? So in 3, 2, 1, boom. And oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. The US Virgin Islands versus the British Virgin Islands in round 1 of qualifying. You could not get much better than that. You just could not get much better than that. Obviously I'm going to run with it because we have to. So I'm seeing that we have a friendly match against Guyana, and then we have an international friendly against the US Virgin Islands, and then we have our qualifying round against the US Virgin Islands. So essentially this is still, well, this video is still going to be about the US Virgin Islands and the British Virgin Islands. It's almost like you can't separate the two. It's like one has to be there when the other one is there. You know what I mean? They're like conjoined twins or something like that. Well, this is completely helpful, isn't it? Look at this. Look, green and yellow. Green and yellow. Great. They could not make, I don't know. I don't know what on earth we're going to do here. I guess that will have to do. But, oh, that is not a good kit selection for those two. And just before we start, this whole run is going to be on World Class. Not quite Legendary on 2014, because Legendary is a little bit too difficult for me at the moment. It's a little bit too frustrating. Once I get to that level, of course, we will start playing 2014 on Legendary. So here we go then. First friendly match, and it's against Guyana. We are at home for this one. This might be a very small part, or even quite a small series. Here we go then. The most confusing matchup ever, because the kits are extremely similar, is British Virgin Islands versus Guyana. Both teams are pretty much rated the same, but there we go. I completely missed the ball, and Richardson dispossessed there. This is going to be a hard match. I cannot distinguish the two just at a quick glance, and Guyana can't get rid of it, and neither can we hold on to it. First match is always so difficult because no form is attached to the team at all. Edge of the box, it's Russell. He goes for it and it's saved. Great save by the Guyanan keeper. I can't believe we got the US Virgin Islands in our qualifier for the first round. It almost feels like whenever you randomize the game's like, I know what the rivalries are in real life. And it'll always put like, I don't know, like Russia against Ukraine, and I don't know, England versus Germany, stuff like that, you know. It's like it's self-aware. And come on, can we get something? It's saved again. It was a decent attempt, and British Virgin Islands are starting to get into the game a bit more. Usually these rounds are not too much of a problem, these early stages. It's when you go up against, obviously, the bigger teams, I start to fold on 2014. It's happened in a lot of my one-star qualifying runs, and I don't think it's going to be absent today. I think it's going to be the exact same thing as I creep, well, if I creep into round 2, maybe round 3. But here against Guyana, we're actually doing okay. despite the fact that our kits are extremely similar, it's still 0-0. Well, that match basically had 0-0 written all over it. It was hard at times to determine which player was mine and which player was theirs. I know some people are going to be like, well, actually, it's quite easy, actually. You know, they were wearing green tops and yellow shorts, and you were wearing yellow tops and green shorts. It's like, no. But yeah, 0-0, and, well, I mean, a decent start for the campaign. I mean, we've only got 2 friendly matches before our big game against the US Virgin Islands, and our next friendly match is against the US Virgin Islands. So that'll be a great test to see if we're ready for our rivals. Here we go then, the big matchup, and luckily the US Virgin Islands have a different style of kit, so that's better, isn't it? Way better. I can actually distinguish who is mine and who is theirs. So do we have anybody on the bench? I didn't check this before, but do we have anybody that can help? I mean, we got guys that are rated like 37 on the squad. We need to make it slightly better. I can see Fahy here is better than Deming, so we'll put him on. Yeah, we got a couple of higher rated 40 players, but most of them are really low rated, and like I said, going into the final rounds it's going to be a bigger issue. Here we go then, friendly match against US Virgin Islands, match 1 of 3 against this team, so I don't want to absolutely blow them away in this friendly match because I don't want to waste the potential goals that we have against them. What we need to do is suss them out in this game. Even if they beat us, it's okay, it's just a friendly match, and then in the actual qualifiers go for it in the first matchup. I mean, how heated is this rivalry? I doubt people that live on these 2 islands actually care about this rivalry that much. I mean, I guess it's nice that it happens, but I can't imagine them caring too much. It's not going to be like an England versus Argentina style rivalry, is it? Or an England versus Germany, or a Greece versus Turkey. It's not going to be like anything like that, right? Chipped over to Peters with a very good ball. Crossed in, and well, that was more of a shot than a cross, but okay. It's a friendly match, like I said, it's all about sussing out how good the US Virgin Islands are compared to the British ones. I can't really imagine there's that much difference between the 2 in terms of footballing ability. Caesar, Fahy, Russell, down to Fahy again, the other Fahy, finesse shot, oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Fahy just scored a screamer against the US Virgin Islands in the friendly match. Unfortunately, that didn't happen in qualifying, but wow, what a goal that was. And that is 1-0. That was so clean. That was so clean into the top corner. And Fahy has made it 1-0 to the British Virgin Islands. Just look at this on the replay. It's just fantastic. Look, it was basically top bins. Like, from a player that's rated, like, I don't know, 40, that's crazy. It's half time and we lead thanks to that strike from outside the box from Fahy. That finesse shot that nestled perfectly into the top corner, and if only that was in qualifying, if only. Good recovery. Fahy, Caesar, shot, oh, it's off the post and in. That's 2, and with their second shot of the game, the British Virgin Islands are leading by 2-0 in this friendly match, and we're starting to see what they can do against their rivals. I just had a lot of space and it hit the post and went in. That was a nice strike. Both goals we scored in this friendly match have been really nice goals. Over the top. That's into the middle, and that's a goal for the US Virgin Islands. It sells with the goal, and that's 2-1. Okay, well, my poor defending there kind of let me down, but it was a nicely worked move by the US Virgin Islands, and we've got a game here. Even though it's only a friendly match, they've shown that they can strike back when they want to. US Virgin Islands on the push for their equaliser. Can we stop them? Don't know where this guy's going, but it's deflected and out. No, it won't. Okay, good. I was about to say out for a corner, but no, goalkeeper recovers. Coming to the end of this match, it's the 90th minute. The British Virgin Islands will take this friendly match 2-1, but they will know it doesn't truly matter because the upcoming game against the US Virgin Islands, their playoff series against them in round 1 of qualifying will matter the most. And this game gave me an insight into how the US Virgin Islands play. They were very good. They scored a goal, but of course we scored, well, one of the goals we scored was obviously a wonder goal. It was just one of those things where you hit it and it just goes straight in. The second one, off the post and in, you could say that's a little lucky, but it was more planned than the other one. So here we go then. We are away from home for our first fixture against the US Virgin Islands, and in this one we really need to go all out and try and get as many goals as possible, just so we can bury the game sooner than later. They have a smaller stadium than us. Ours was significantly bigger than their stadium. I don't know why. I don't know why the game sort of decided that. I would have thought that the stadiums in real life would be almost identical in terms of size and everything, but I don't know. Let's go against the same team again, and it's nice to play the same team. Like, I don't mind it because it's a rivalry. Like, I kind of get in my head that it's a rivalry, it's a big game, and this adds more weight to it as well. It's a qualifier, and you know, whoever wins goes through to the next round. Of course, they're going to be more resilient at home. You know, me getting like 4 or 5 goals at their ground might seem like a dream. I'm just hoping that it will be a dream come true. Trying to find a way in the box, it's just no room at all. They have got like 5 people and they're ready to pounce as soon as you go anywhere near. Oh, that's gone all the way through. I didn't think it would. And here comes the British Virgin Islands. They've scored. It's 1-0. Telemac has scored. And that is the away goal we're looking for. I accidentally hit the no celebration. Why am I doing that? I need to celebrate against your rivals. But it's fine. 1-0. I didn't expect that to go all the way through. It's just sort of like a Hail Mary sort of thing to try and get him through on goal. It worked that time. I don't think the defender snapped onto it properly, and we're able to run on through and tap it in. So at half time, we're leading 1-0. We have the all-important away goal. We need to build on it so that when we go back to our ground, we can just sit back and defend and not really have to worry about pushing, because the next game is literally 5 days after this. I haven't got a big reserve pot for the next game when I'm using, you know, different players and stuff because of stamina issues. So, yeah, I'd like to just have an easier game and just sit back and defend. Here we go. There could be space. Telemac again. Oh, he's put it wide. In the limited amount of chances we've had, we just cannot seem to find a second goal. Just need to hold on for about, I don't know, just over 6 more minutes, and we'll get the first important win in this playoff round, in round 1 of World Cup qualifying against our rivals, which is great. Like, obviously, winning in an important game like this would be great, but here comes US Virgin Islands and they put it wide. So that's going to be it for the first leg of this round 1 playoff match, and well, the British Virgin Islands have taken it 1-0. I'm happy with the win, but I wanted more goals just in case they were going to do the exact same thing to us at our ground. You know, maybe the US Virgin Islands will finally suss us out in the 3rd game and potentially beat us, like, I don't know, 2-0 or something, and then we'll get knocked out on away goals and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. We just need to be careful in the next match and just be good defensively. Here we go then, second leg back at our ground, and we just need to finish the job either by being good defensively and keeping it 0-0, or scoring more goals at our ground just to put it away from our rivals. This is the 3rd time, of course, that we are playing them, so they might get used to us. I don't know. I've made 2 changes. I've replaced a striker with another striker and a winger with another winger, just to see if it makes any difference. Samuel on the ball. That's a good ball. And it's poked. And that's going to be 2-0. What a move by the British Virgin Islands. What a move. And that is 2-0 on aggregate. Look at that. I could have shot in front of the goalkeeper. I didn't. I managed to tap it across goal, and Fahy puts it in for 2-0 on aggregate. What an explosive start for the British Virgin Islands here. in the second leg of this tie. It's going to be a corner to the US Virgin Islands. 18 minutes in, they cross it in, and ooh, punched away. Maybe another cross coming in. It's crossed in. Header, and it's saved, and it's bounced in front of him, and Sales has scored again against us to make it 1-1, and well, on aggregate it's 2-1, but they got the away goal. Well, at least when the US Virgin Islands scored, it added a bit of excitement into the tie. Now there's a little bit of doubt in our position. They got tackled, but they still have it, and no, good save, and thankfully just caught. Can't be doing that. Cannot. If they get another away goal, they will be leading on away goals. So at half time, it is 1-1 in this game, 2-1 on aggregate to us. The US Virgin Islands have come close even after scoring, which is a bit of a problem. Felix, he crosses that one in, and go on. Oh, what a save! He goes for finesse shot, and it's just saved. Almost scored another finesse shot again, but this time the keeper was wise to it. Good tackle, ball roll, and then finesse shot almost went into the bottom corner. US Virgin Islands, they cross it in, and it's out of play, and that is going to be it. It is 2-1 on aggregate to the British Virgin Islands. We draw here, but we did enough to advance into the next round, and that was actually quite a good little rivalry playoff game sort of thing for round one. Very proud of that. And the British Virgin Islands, like, sometimes they're good in front of goal and sometimes they're not. Here I didn't feel like we were particularly good in front of goal, but the friendly match we had against these guys, we scored some brilliant goals. So this is how round one looks like in CONCACAF. So Montserrat lost 5-2 to Suriname. Then we have Belize beating Anguilla 5-1. Obviously, we beat our neighbours and rivals, US Virgin Islands, 2-1 over the two legs. Aruba beat Turk and Caicos Islands 5-1, and we have El Salvador beating the Bahamas 5-2, which sets up a round two. Our group is Honduras, Cuba and Puerto Rico. Quite a difficult group, especially with Honduras in there. Puerto Rico shouldn't be that much of a problem. They're about the same rating as us. Like, they are better, but they're the same rating, so we might have a fair game against them. Cuba, slightly higher. So yeah, I'm worried about Honduras, but other than that, it's not too bad. Every other group looks pretty similar. You know, there's like a few like mini teams or minnows in there, and then you've got the bigger teams. So yeah, and in round three, of course, you've got the United States there, but you also have some minnows as well because I randomized it. So St. Lucia and the Cayman Islands find themselves in round three, which is quite funny. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed your first part with the British Virgin Islands. Tune in for part 2, which possibly could be the final part of the series if we don't play well. Obviously we are a minnow, so I don't think we're going to go that far. But if you did enjoy this first part, then please give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.